वेलकम बैक फ्रेंड्स। आप देख रहे हैं आपका यूट्यूब चैनल संजोग। टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डू अ रिव्यू ऑफ अ मूवी दैट इज अ पार्ट टू ऑफ a part one movie. And the beauty of the whole thing is they have named the movie in a very beautiful way. So we are talking about a movie called Sapta Sagaradaache Ello. There were two parts for this movie. The part one was beautifully and with great emotions attached was called side A, and the part B again with great emotions attached is called side B. If you remember olden times, we used to have this tape recorders. So we used to have this side A and side B concept. People of this generation will never understand this. They will, um, and we used to collect those audio cassettes. So we're talking about a movie called Sapta Sagaradaache Ello. It's a Kannada movie. The meaning of this line is very beautiful. It means Sapta Sagara, seven seas, Ache Ello, somewhere across the seven seas. Sapta Sagaradaache Ello. This is side B. People who want to watch this movie, I'm highly recommending them to watch side A. This movie is directed by Hemant M. Rao. And I must say, one of the most talented directors in Kannada film industry in recent times. He is more of a storyteller who plays with emotions. KGF is a different category. KGF goes on the life of a person, his rise, fall, challenges, his rise again, the phenomenal rise, all those kind of concept. This is more of a emotional connect with the people. You see the side A. If you see side A, used to talk about aspirations of a person. The cast of this movie is Rakshit Shetty, who plays Manu, Rukmini Vasant, who plays Priya. Then there is one Charitra, who plays Shurabhi, and Achyut Kumar, who plays Prabhu, Gopal Deshpande, who plays the prisoner, second prisoner who becomes the friend of Rakshit Shetty in prison. Then there is Ramesh Indra, who plays the Soma, the negative character. And if you have to understand the movie, you have to understand each character. For example, Rakshit Shetty, who plays Manu, is deeply in love with Priya. This is part two. The part one, you can see the great affection, care, and the desire to do well in life and to stay with the partner of their choice. People can go to any extent. That is that part of the story on side A. Side B is more of like what happens when that desire, that dream shatters. Side B has very good storytelling method. The cameras zoom in, zoom out. They try to catch each emotion on the face. The story is, you see, the story basically in side A and side B are both basically which are like, we often know these stories. Very few love stories reach their real ends. Most of them they get shattered. That is a fact. This movie has 8.2 rating in IMDb. But the thing is, it looks at various aspects. For example, the 10 years of jail which Manu undergoes, again for the love of his life. And when he comes out of this jail, he is still in that jail. There is one jail that is the real jail inside, and he comes out in the real world. He feels as if he is still stuck there. he tries to he tries to control himself, but he wants to know whether the person for whom he has spent 10 years in jail, that person never wanted him to do that thing, but he wanted to do that thing so that he can achieve that dream. That person is not responsible. This time the situation is responsible, but still he wants to see if that his love of his life Priya is doing well in his life, in her life. So he tries to find out, and he ends up helping Priya, his son, and even his husband, even her husband. This is a story where he knows how to bring highs and lows with the normal story. Then there is this character called Soma. He is the same person who wanted to abuse him in jail. He's a kind of freak. He's a gay. In one scene, you can understand what his nature is. Where when a person who has taken loan from him tells him that he is not able to give the loan back, and this person is standing with his son. So this guy Soma played by Ramesh Indra. You will feel hate for this person. The character is played so well. Ramesh Indra. He says, "What is your age?" to that boy, and he wants to see his face. Then the character played by Rakshit Shetty. Rakshit Shetty has those gloomy, sad eyes. The pain in the eyes is reflective of a story. And director has very brilliant way of taking you across. For example, there is a scene where in the hotel where the hero and the heroine are talking to each other, and suddenly the whole hotel atmosphere changes into sea because the heroine likes the sea. He even ends up starting a big hotel, reasonable amount of hotel in for this Priya's husband, whom Rakshit Shetty, the character Rakshit Shetty, Manu played. There is a kind of sadness when you watch this movie. But the thing is, you want to watch this movie. You want to know what happens next. You will not say, "I don't like this movie because it is very sad and gloomy. I will not watch it further." You will still watch it further because you have this feeling that somewhere things will mend. Highly recommended. Side A, you should watch it first, then side B. The characters are well put in that. For example, there's character played by there's one sex worker whom Manu falls in love with. He falls in love with that character because he thinks whenever he sees that person, sees Priya in her. But in the end, he ends up telling that girl that you cannot be her. And then there is one scene where Manu tells Priya's husband the whole story, and he tells that, "I want to see. Have you ever seen Priya singing? That is what she always wanted to be. That is what makes her happy. And if you can do that, then only I will release the other person which he had kept in a dungeon down there." And this person, the husband, whose name is Deepak in this movie, he tells him to delete his wife's audio, and he somehow deletes it. And he has a hope that he has the old tape at home. When he comes back at home, he realizes that the person whom he falls in love, thinking she is Priya, he knows he knows that he cannot move on in his life, but he is that kind of lover who will never harm. That is real love. If you love someone, you should never harm them. If you don't get them, you should pray for their happiness. This is exactly what this movie is about. He comes home, and when he sees that this lady Surabhi has already burnt his tape. Side B. That is side B of this movie. Very sad movie, but must watch movie. When I say sad movie, it is not a bad movie. 2 hours and 28 minutes. You will watch each and every scene of this movie. Rakshit Shetty, again, I always liked him from his first movie. His first movie that left a mark on my mind, Kirik Party. Then Rukmini Vasant plays a very good role. You can see the sadness in her face, and she somehow managed to run the home. Then there is Gopal Deshpande who plays the second prisoner, Rohit Shetty's Manu's friend in jail. He is also in pain to see his friend in pain. Ramesh Chandra as Soma, the bad guy, does a great job. He has some dialogues. He has his own madness. Some people are not happy in their own lives, so they cannot see other people happy. So they make it a point to go to any length to make that person's life a disaster. 2 hours, 28 minutes movie, worth watching and must watched. Definitely. Take care. Have a great day.